It's very important. You don't want to have to draw the firearm and come out and then try to adjust your grip. So you want to acquire that grip first. Come back, acquire your grip, a little bit uncomfortable, maybe even be uncomfortable, but once you've done it several times, your muscles will remember how to acquire your proper grip. You won't be thinking about it anymore. It'll just become more natural for you, more like second nature. The draw is the same. Once you've got your grip and you draw, the firearm comes out of the holster, pivots out to the target, and then up. Now, if you haven't noticed, as soon as I do that from the holster, I come out and I've actually got my sight alignment at that time. The reason for that is because, again, once you've done this several times, your muscles will remember what it feels like to have proper sight alignment. So then when you bring it up, you're already aligned. All you have to do is acquire your target with the sight picture, and then you've got your trigger squeeze. You want to go ahead and address that trigger, and very gently, smoothly squeeze the trigger until the firearm goes off. This time we're going to do kind of full motion to see what it looks like. You want to acquire the grip, draw, come out to your target, squeeze the trigger, slide it back. I've reacquired my sight alignment, my sight picture, readdress. These are the 5 things that you need to remember, 5 things that you should focus on. Now, if you heard me in the beginning, I talked about how these 5 things, some of them become muscle memory. 4 of them become muscle memory. So after a while of practicing, you should get to the point where you can do this without any problems at all. Because if you do it slow and right, eventually you'll be doing it faster and right. But it's more important for you to do it right than it is for you to do it fast. Speed will come with time. If you really want to save your life, you want to focus on doing these 5 things the right way. So in the means of having to reload, if you have to reload, the firearm would come down to you. You would drop your magazine. At that point, the slide would already be locked to the rear. Go ahead and drop the magazine, get your new magazine, insert the magazine, you're back in action. One of the rules of thumb that I use is you can beat up the gun, finesse the trigger. Beat up the gun, finesse the trigger. If you need to rack the slide to the rear, you can do that with as much gusto as you have to. Slap it back and put the new magazine in. Drop the slide. Whatever you've got to do there. All of those things can be done out of sight. Because most pistols, actually most duty pistols of any kind, whether it be a Smith & Wesson all the way to Ruger to this is a Beretta, Glock, H&K, SIG, they all have the same buttons on them. They're just in different locations, and sometimes they might feel a little bit different. But other than that, the functions are the same. So you want to be able to rack the slide to the rear without looking at it. You want to be able to depress the magazine release, get the magazine out, and then put the new magazine in, and then drop the slide and be back in the gunfight. First of all, your firearm is away from your adversary, away from your target, 45-degree angle. This is usually a good angle to go with. It's the FI stance. This way, if someone is close proximity to you, they don't have easy access to your firearm. Then, again, you're going for the grip. You'll notice that once you've acquired your stance doesn't change a lot. You don't sit here and move around. It's just a simple, you go from here, acquire the grip, the firearm comes up, out, up to the target, and the only part that's moving is my upper body, my arms. Then I acquire my sight picture, and I begin my trigger squeeze. Again, it would rack if the threat still exists. You notice the front end of the firearm is not moving. It's staying nice and steady on the target. The only thing that's going to move the firearm will be the actual round itself that's going off to move the firearm. And bringing it back down on target is your follow-through. Now it may seem kind of natural that I already have my sight alignment, which simply means that the firearm is level from here to here. And my sight front sight is right in between the opening of the rear sight. On this particular model, there's 2 dots back here and 1 dot back in front here. So all I do is line up those dots. It makes it kind of simple for this type of firearm, for making sure you have proper sight alignment. Once you're in a situation that you've done this enough times, nice and slow, just like if you know anything about Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a very slow martial arts form. You'll notice that anyone practicing Tai Chi is doing it very slow, but they're doing it correctly. And I don't think any master of Tai Chi would have any issues or problems doing it. Always contact SPSD or look at our website, spsd.info, for further information and details. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.